The man suddenly dived desperately into a tree hollow, while above him was the German officer hunting him down, just because he was a deserter. And the German army treated deserters more cruelly than enemies, so if he was found, the consequences would be unimaginable. Fortunately, it was a blind spot, and unless someone came down, it was very hard to see. Thus, the man stayed hidden inside the tree for a long time, not daring to move or make a sound, until it was nearly dark that he carefully poked out his head. But he didn't come out immediately. He quickly glanced around. Clearly, the enemy had left long ago, and the cold weather made him shiver violently. Just then, an abandoned military vehicle caught his attention. Inside was a warm coat, a pair of fitting leather shoes, and even a basket of fruit to fill his stomach. He kept searching and shockingly found an officer's uniform, and as he looked at the symbol of power, a bold idea suddenly came to him, and he immediately put it on, wiping the dirt from his face with spit. And just like that, a deserter transformed into a German officer, and to look more convincing, he began practicing the tone and speech of an officer. While he was rehearsing, a German soldier suddenly appeared, startling him. He feared his real identity would be exposed, and the soldier quickly stepped forward. Seeing him salute, the man realized he was now truly seen as a German officer, so he ordered the man to fix the car, and just in case, secretly took his pistol. Soon, with the soldier's help, the car was pulled from the mud, and the man was starting to settle into his new role. He calmly asked to see the soldier's ID. The bearded man, unaware he was a fake, handed it over and nervously explained that he wasn't a deserter, just separated from his unit. The man knew he was lying because he himself had escaped the same way, but he didn't expose him. After all, he needed a sidekick. With just an apple, he won the bearded man over, and they decided to find a restaurant for a good meal. On the way, he quietly threw out the humiliating deserter uniform. Soon they found a tavern, but due to the German army's defeats and loss of public support, no one paid him any attention. It seemed impossible to eat for free, but he quickly came up with an idea. He pulled out paper and pen, claiming to be from HQ collecting damage reports for future compensation. Hearing this, the villagers' attitudes changed instantly, and they rushed to tell their stories. The owner also prepared grilled meat for them. But the starving bearded man, upon seeing the meat, lost control and grabbed it, immediately raising suspicion. How could an officer's assistant behave so rudely and eat like a wolf? Only deserters would act this way. The man saw this, and though he was starving too, he elegantly picked up the meat and slowly savored it to avoid suspicion. That night, the owner arranged a room for them, but just as the man was about to sleep, he was called out. They had caught a deserter and wanted him to handle it. Clearly, they were testing him. If he didn't execute the man as per military law, it would prove he was a fake. To save himself, he had no choice but to aim the pistol at his fellow soldier's head. Though the owner's doubts were eased for now, it was no longer safe to stay. The next morning, the two men quietly left, beginning their journey of escape.